Good morning, everyone. Had a good lazy morning this morning, sitting in bed, reading, having coffee. It felt really good. I was up late last night preparing some stuff for a project I'm doing outside of school and for a project in school. When they take out the Bixie stands, I'm gonna have no way to get all these cool shots for my vlog. Anyway, feeling good about today. I'm excited for today's vlog because I had a good long ideation walk last night. I've got some good ideas for the next couple weeks. Very excited for things to come. I hate when people wait at lights when there's nothing to wait for. Like you're wasting your time. I love vlogging in the bike path at rush hour. There are just people everywhere. Today I want to talk about education, and more so than just like the education of university, but just education overall. Of anything, that's probably like the theme with the most longevity on my channel, the most consistency. Like my first video was about education and how you should go outside of the classroom and do your own, build your own. I talk about education so much because I want it should be such a big part of your life. Something that should be lifelong, something that goes beyond the education system. And so you should constantly think about it and reevaluate it. My favorite quote, or one of my favorite quotes, is from Eckhart Tolle, and he says, "The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action." And so when educating myself, I look to ways that I can learn things that I'll be able to use in life. Things that I think will be applicable. I never read anything really like purely for fun. This is also an important thing to consider, within the context of this vlog, because I'm recording my thoughts and my opinions and my ideas in here. As of right now, my thoughts and ideas are based on all the information that I have. I try to take all my knowledge into account in forming my opinions, but I have no idea whether or not, something will be discovered, or I'll read something within the next couple months or the next year that will change my opinion. And I think whenever I talk to other people about potentially starting to create content for online, they're worried about the permanence of it, the longevity of their content, the fact that if they post something, it's there forever. Whereas the reality is that content moves so fast that not only will most people not notice, but if they do, you can say that, I'm 21 years old recording this. It's an opinion based on what I know so far, but I recognize that I don't know very much. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't say anything. I just continue to try to develop that, and I share what I think is important. And the ones that I say now and that stand the test of time, of knowledge, of research, I will have said them early and verified them throughout my life. Okay, anyway, as far as what's happening today, I'm gonna buy my textbooks, get a gym membership, get brunch with a friend, have a group meeting, go to class, have a prep, go back home. Buying the books, I think it's probably an important time to do that. I've got a midterm tomorrow based exclusively on the textbook, and I don't even own it yet, so high priority stuff. Another reason education's been on my mind is because of the post in CASA a couple days ago about why a certain guy was leaving JMSB and all that stuff. That got a lot of feedback. I posted a comment that people seem to agree with, and I wrote a Medium post about it. I can link that up above, and people seem to, accept that as well and kind of agree with that. I think a lot of people don't take responsibility for their own education, and that's kind of how people end up with dissatisfaction about things like that, is that if you put too much obligation on the institution you're dealing with to make your education happen, it's not going to happen.
1, 2, on 3. You can smile. It's not a passport picture. Oh, that's.
I'd really like to hear what you guys think about this, because I've talked to some of my friends about it and we've discussed. But if you have an idea, like how much obligation does the university or your school have to you to teach you versus you coming to them to learn? It's an interesting question. One that's pretty important if you're in this context. I'm not buying those books. I'm gonna get ebooks online and just read them like that. I don't need to waste paper like that. Not worth it. This is probably the best way to not get people to eat healthy and not get them to quit smoking. Nobody's gonna even look at that. I can't walk by garbage anymore without just grimacing and cringing and hating it. It's just such a broken system. Like, is it just me who hates seeing this all the time? Anyway, now I'm gonna go meet up with a friend for brunch. It's like between breakfast and lunch. Late breakfast, early brunch. Trying TO is on my list of things to do. Crying, but that was fun. Okay, with the weather changing, it's really dawning on me that Bixie is gonna end soon. I'm trying to get sponsored by TO. If you have a connect with TO, let me know. I would love to get in touch with them. If not, I'm gonna hit them up anyway. Great company doing great things. I promise if I get a sponsorship, any sponsorship, I'll be sharing the love with you guys. I'm really not doing this for the money, like not at all. I just want to create something useful, and more than that, document my life and what's going on and my thoughts and my everything. But I wouldn't mind some free taxi rides. I would love to get a sponsorship and do like a giveaway. Actually, on that note, I'm kind of thinking about looking for sponsorship. Let me know if you think that would be a bit weird if this is a sponsored blog, if you think it would be, you know, less legitimate or less authentic or something. Whatever it would be, I would only work with a company that is doing, you know, ethical things, and they have sustainable goals, and they're a company that is run how I think companies should be run. I don't know, if there are companies like that in Montreal and people don't know about them, then I think that this is a great way for me to help people find out who they are in an authentic way. Think about it. Let me know what you think about whether sponsorship would be okay. I think it's a good way for me to genuinely represent brands that I care about and I think are doing good things to people who will know what's going on, and I'll be completely transparent about it. I would love to hear what you think. Definitely worth going to Barley. It was a great place. Cadence, what do you think?
It was good.
Cool. Awesome, that was cool. You know when good things happen and you're not expecting them? I was just sitting there talking about sponsorship, and then I go into Barley and I meet Sufyan, who is a marketing agency, and we're gonna be in touch. But now it's cold, I'm in a sweater, I gotta walk all the way to school from Atwater. Whew. Got about an hour and a half to sit down and do some work before my group project and try to make the most of it. Just got out of Mark 45 with Michelle Paulin. Great class. And she was we were talking about the same thing that I've been talking about, which is like the fact that you have to contribute to your own education. And what she said that I thought was cool, or the lesson that she kind of emphasizes, is that not only are we learning how to do business, but every lesson that we learn in class about project management, we should make sure that we apply that when it comes to working in groups. And I think that's something that's really important. Like, learning how best to manage a group project is the same as learning how best to manage a project at work, is the same as learning how best to manage a project that you're doing yourself. They're all the same thing, it's just effectively managing your time and your energy and your resources. It can be tough to find healthy options for snacks around campus, but it's not impossible. Man, that day went from being great to like, ugh. That prep was very hard. GMCC is tough. It's like completely relearning how to approach problems every single time. Every single new case is a new business. Every single new case is a new problem in a new context with new issues, and it really, really pushes you. It's hard, you know, getting hard feedback, learning hard lessons, but it's really important because I know I grow so much in this program. I know anybody who does this program grows, and it's worth it. It's just hard while you're in it. Thank you, Granddad. Thank you, Amazon Used Books. Anyway, the purpose of today's video was to say education is critical, it's fun, it's exciting, but don't place too much emphasis on the school that you go to, the course structure that you have, anything like that. Pay attention to the lessons that you want to learn, like what's important to you, what interests you, and the people that you learn it from, because that in the end is very important. Anyway, I've got a midterm tomorrow and I need to get the book somewhere. I'm going to try to find a PDF and do my studying tonight. I also have an assignment due in the morning. So I'll do that all tonight. Don't follow my example when it comes to school. But, you know, if you found this interesting today, I'd really appreciate it if you hit like. That's about it.